In Steve McQueen's racing movie Le Mans was sold in an auction for just over $14 million, making it the most expensive Porsche ever. The 917K was designed and developed as a sports prototype solely for racing. It could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds, from 0 to 120 miles per hour in a mere 5.3 seconds, and was capable of reaching speeds over 240 miles per hour. And it was built to be an endurance racer, winning the grueling 24 hours of Le Mans in both 1970 and 1971. The record it set in 1971 for the distance covered during the 24 hours was only broken in 2010, almost 40 years later. Just 12 of these cars were ever made, and together with its racing heritage, this is one of the most coveted collector's cars in the world. This collaborative effort between premium British sports car maker Aston Martin and Carrozzeria Zagato, one of Italy's best-known coach builders, resulted in a car that was sold in a 2015 auction for $14.3 million. Aston Martin had great racing success in the early 1960s with the DB4 and approached the Italian coachmaker to lighten and improve the car. The result was beautiful, described as an English soul in an Italian suit, and only 19 of these cars were ever produced. Most went on to see great racing success and are still highly prized by their owners. The car was seen as such a great work of art that a thriving unauthorized private market has developed to meet the demand for Aston Martin DB4 Zagato recreations. Weighing over 3 tons and over 21 feet long, this is one of the largest automobiles ever built, designed by Ettore Bugatti in 1927 to only be sold to royalty. But the Great Depression intervened in his grand plans, and so only 6 of these cars could ever be made. The asking price in 1932 was a whopping $30,000. In 1987, one was sold in auction for over $8 million, and in 1999, one was reportedly bought by Volkswagen AG, the company which bought the Bugatti brand, for between $15 and $20 million, and is used in exhibitions. The car is remarkable not just for its luxury, superb suspension, and handling, but also for its immense 12.7-liter engine that was first intended for an aircraft. These cars are among the top attractions in vintage car museums that are lucky enough to possess a model. Built in 1921 and called the Plane Without Wings, it is estimated that an original model of one of these cars in decent shape would sell for more than $20 million. It was conceptualized by Marcel Léaut, an aviation engineer who believed that the future of automobiles was propeller-driven, that a simple, light car without complicated transmission would be more economical in the long run. So he designed the Helica, where like in an aircraft, the passenger sat behind the driver. The steering recently became the most expensive car to ever be auctioned, fetching a mind-boggling $70 million. To put things in perspective, that's the price of a brand new top-end private jet. And this is not the first time it set a world record at an auction. In 2013, a 250 GTO sold for $52 million. What makes this car so valuable, you wonder? Well, for starters, it's one of the most beautiful cars ever designed. A road-legal race car that has been driven by the best drivers in the world and won some of the most prestigious races in the world, ranging from the 24-hour of Le Mans race to the Tour de France and other mountain and cross-country events, and of course FIA's World Sports Car Championship. Ferrari only made 36 of these magnificent cars between 1962 and 1964, and the current owners list reads like a who's who of classic car collectors, including Ralph Lauren, Pink Floyd drummer Nick Mason, Canadian billionaire Lawrence Stroll, and Walmart heir Rob Walton.